¿Cuáles son los objetivos de San José para este año? La temporada pasada fue bastante buena, ¿no?
Yeah, I would say the objectives this year are just to make playoffs for sure. And I think not only make playoffs, but be a top 4 team in the West. I know we have the team to do it. It's just a matter of everyone coming together as a collective and really putting our best foot forward, fighting together for 90 minutes.
¿Cómo viviste estos cambios de New England, Columbus, San José en tan poco tiempo?
Yeah, it was a quick turnaround a couple times. But I mean, it's life of a footballer. These things happen, and thankfully I had a great support system around me. My wife was with me every step of the way, so that helped. And yeah, my relationship with God, just trusting in His plan.
¿Cuánto pesó que estuviese Bruce Arena en San José para tomar tu decisión?
Yeah, it was a big decision for me. My goal is to play in the World Cup next summer, and it was the right decision in Columbus. I wasn't getting the playing time that I needed to make the World Cup team, and right away I had an impact with San Jose, and I got called in for Gold Cup, but unfortunately had to miss out due to injury, so I was doing something right, in San Jose, and it was a really good start to the season for me, so next year it's really important to stay healthy.
¿Cómo ves la competencia para ganarte un lugar en la selección?
Yeah, it's going to be intense. It's going to be intense. Pochettino's really brought a fire into the pool, and I think everyone knows that they have a chance, so everyone's been putting their best foot forward, and there's a lot of great players in the outside back positions, wing back positions, so it's going to be a grind, it's going to be tough, but we're all ready to fight.
Estuviste en la selección en otras oportunidades, pero el modelo de juego, la manera de jugar de Pochettino, ¿ves que encaja con tus características?
Yeah, I think Pochettino's done a great job. I think the biggest thing is just the intensity. The training sessions are super intense and really fun off the field, but on the field, everyone's battling. And for me, just continuing to do what I was doing, I think, defending really hard, getting up and down the wing, contributing into the attack, and just being an intelligent footballer. Like I said, it's going to be a good competition to see who makes the team, and I'm up for the competition.
¿Y cómo ves a Estados Unidos de cara al Mundial?
Yeah, I think we're in a really good spot. Really good performances this last year. So the March camp's going to be very important, and yeah, I think just the fire in everyone's belly to make that squad. It's going to be a really good 6 months and then a really good summer.
Pochettino nos dijo a nosotros que el objetivo de Estados Unidos tiene que ser ganar el Mundial. ¿Te parece que es muy ambicioso? A ti como estadounidense, ¿lo ves muy ambicioso eso?
I think that's right on point. I think, we're all going into the competition. Everyone wants to win, and if you don't have that mentality, I think you've already lost. So I love that he said that. I mean, everyone has a target on their back. It's the World Cup. Everyone's going to play as hard as they can, so why not go to win it? I mean, that's what we're there for. That's what everyone wants to do. So I think I'm happy that he said it, and that's the mentality of the group.
¿Cuán importante piensas que es para la selección de Estados Unidos jugar el Mundial en Estados Unidos?
I think it's massive. I think every World Cup you see a rise in soccer around the country. So to have it actually here in our own backyard, I think a lot more people will be exposed to it, and I think that's only going to make the U.S. stronger in the future with more people playing soccer and starting from an earlier age. I think a lot of the countries are going to be going up against in the World Cup. They've been playing since they were 3-4 years old, but a lot of Americans start a little bit later. So I think just seeing that passion, seeing the sport, this global sport, and all the love and the unity it brings, I think a lot of more people will be interested, and it's only going to make the player pool and just the country a soccer country.
Te saco de la selección y te vuelvo a preguntar, trabajaste un tiempo con Wilfred Nancy en Columbus, ¿te sorprendió que su paso en Europa, en el Celtic, fuese tan breve?
Yeah, I was surprised. I think he's a really awesome coach, and I think his system does take a little bit of time to learn, so I think it was really tough. They had maybe 3 games in his first 8 days, and big competitions, and they expect to win every game. So it was a really tough situation that he was into. But yeah, I'm surprised. I think if they trusted the process longer, it would have come to fruition. But they didn't have time to wait for results. So that's part of football. But yeah, I think he's a great tactician, a great manager. So it's sad to see that for him.